I can't even really remember the first time I heard about the choir because it's such a part of American culture. I grew up in Richland, Washington, which is a small town on the eastern side of the state. It has a very large Mormon population. Many of my best friends are Mormon, went to seminary and school, went to their mission. So the funny thing was always, in my hometown, all my friends and my Mormon friends were like, do you know anyone who's Jewish? And I was like, I don't. Now I'm in New York, and everyone's like, do you know anyone who's Mormon? It's like, yeah, I've been both of those worlds. Everyone's great. Good people are good people. And so my knowledge of the choir, although it was definitely influenced in where I'm from, in the Tri-Cities, Washington, I knew of it when I was a kid. I remember seeing them on PBS. I never had a real in-depth understanding until I knew I was going to be doing this, and then I wanted to study. I wanted to learn about it. There's several friends in Cinderella. My girlfriend is still in Cinderella, so I still see a lot of them. And there are several people actually from Utah in Cinderella, and they were like, "You're singing with the choir? Do you know?" And they told me about. They told me, "Like, the organist is incredible." He's a genius. They were telling me all of these amazing stories, and I was like, no, I know. I watched the videos. I listened to it. I get it now. This huge responsibility came over me. And a lot of my friends, I've been sending them little clips or things, from here on my phone. And they all acknowledge how amazing it is and unique. Such an incredible, unique experience. And I'm so grateful that I had it. I was so excited to work with Mack. I think it's true. I think what I had heard and now what I've experienced, I think he's the best at what he does. Who else can do that? I don't know anyone else. If I had to sing with another choir and a huge orchestra, I would want him leading the way. And he also gave me an incredible freedom. He kept asking me, what do you want to sing? What do you want to sing? I was like, listen, I'm an actor. I'm so used to what do you want me to sing? And the idea, so that's so freeing and exciting, but it's also intimidating. Because I want to be happy, but I won't be happy till I make you happy too. I mean, that's true. That's and I think that's the core of any storyteller, which is definitely why I became a singer in the first place. I've done 7 Broadway shows, and in some of the biggest Broadway houses, and this doesn't compare. It doesn't compare for so many reasons. Not only the size, but the in a Broadway show, you have 4 weeks of rehearsal, 6 weeks of rehearsal. You have previews where you work it out, and you're in that stage. You're at home on that stage. This is one rehearsal, and let's go. Everyone has to know their stuff, and you realize that the technique of all the musicians here is so high. The song that we sang last we got the last page of that song the day before we did it. And I was nervous, and then I was like, well, they all know it. I better learn this before, you got to be on your game. And I think that's what's not only is everyone so welcoming and warm, but they're also so skilled. And that's exciting. That's exciting. The experience of walking out from the backstage to on stage is overwhelming. It's so huge, and there are so many people that are so excited to be there, and you can feel that, and that's a very unique experience. I've never had that. There's nothing to prepare you for that, unless you're performing in the Colosseum, I think, in Rome, which no one does. So it's, walking out, you get chills and your breathing changes, and but it was a thrill. It was really exciting. I felt like it was pretty easy to connect with the audience because it's still strangely intimate. Even though it's 21,000 seats, it actually feels very comfortable. It feels very, like I said this tonight, it felt very warm and welcoming, which makes my job so much easier to connect with with the audience. Well, now that I've sung with the choir and the orchestra in the venue, I feel like I know so much more, and I want to keep doing it. You know, I feel like I have so many ideas now of like, oh, we could do this, and because they're really good at harmonies like this, and that. I'm now starting to get so excited with all these ideas, so I hope I'm able to work with them again. But I wouldn't change anything. I've really, it's been really unique and lovely and thrilling and just fun. I'm so glad that I got to do such fun material, and I feel like everybody kind of enjoyed it, not only the audience, but the musicians. And that's important.
How to handle a woman? Mark me well, I will tell you, sir.